Okay.
Good.
I think everyone we've talked about games. Let's move on to anime.
It's hot.
Now let's go. Let's just deal with the hardcore. For me, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
But anime of 21.
It's hard for me because I'm watching one that didn't come out this year, so I haven't caught up to it.
What are you watching?
I'm only watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
But did the new season come out this year?
It came out this year.
Okay,
but I haven't watched the
Yeah,
new
but he hasn't
season.
watched the new season.
So it doesn't really, I can't really use that.
Okay.
So anime is it's a hard one right now. I have to think about this one. Because I'm not too sure.
It's hard. They are very, very good. Anime that is really hard to find. Well, I mean, that's wrong to say. Anime that I like is hard to find.
I don't even think it's even hard to find. You just don't know where to.
No, I know where to find them. It's just you have like an abundance, and you're like,
Yeah, it's just there's oversaturation.
there's so much of it, and then and sometimes there are occasional moments where I'll start watching something and be like, oh, okay, this is interesting, and then it's 9 episodes, and then you feel sort of like lost by like, and doesn't like they don't always do enough to like really entertain you, and even if you find that, it might not even be one that's being released in the year anyway.
Yeah.
It would just be one that's just you just didn't hear about, and you're like, oh, okay.
I have to Google it because I'm not sure what's coming.
I think I don't like to call this an anime because I kind of believe that it's not an anime. Sorry, you haven't finished, have you?
No, I didn't start.
No, I don't even like to even call it anime because it's not an anime because people argue about it.
Japanese animation because I think I know what you're gonna say. So no, it doesn't count. No.
Yeah, I don't think it counts.
Count, no.
So
I actually don't have
I'm
one.
gonna say Arcane.
It's not anime.
but I don't think it counts really.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
It doesn't. No.
People would say, "Oh, it's an anime," but I argue against the fact that it's not.
Who would say that?
People say that's anime. If you go outside and talk to people in public, they think loads of things are anime. They think anything that's like in adult animation is anime.
It's Invincible anime.
They would say yes. They would say yes to that, and it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
It's
So
so
it's like
American.
like the Voltron stuff on Netflix. They'll say that's anime.
It's so American.
But it's not.
It's no way.
Right.
It's so Western. It's no way.
So
It's The Witcher JRPG. Like what the hell?
I think I mine.
Transformers is anime, isn't it?
then watch it.
No, I'm just thinking Transformers.
Technically, it depends.
Depends on who makes it.
Who did make it? Is that Japanese?
No, it doesn't matter. It's like how you can have a Spider-Man anime if Japanese people made it.
Mm-hmm.
If it's Japanese animation in Japan and their culture stuff, then I'd say it's anime.
Yeah,
But if it's like,
But they call it anime though. It's in the style.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the
But they call it-
stylistically, something's an anime, but we wouldn't call them anime because they're not Japanese.
Yeah, because they're not Japanese animation, are they?
Yeah, so you can't.
So I think it's
Oh,
wrong.
okay, but then that's tricky
I don't think it's that true.
because so it has to be a Japanese studio.
Well, otherwise it's not.
Yeah.
If you look for definition of anime, it's Japanese made.
Animation.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
not.
Simple
It's
stuff.
not.
So if I
Japanese
go,
style.
And even if you want to make the argument, okay, some animations, non-Japanese animations are, they're culturally attached to anime. Arcane isn't. Invincible isn't. Voltron isn't. So
but I wouldn't even say Arcane personally has any real
that's what I
attachment
mean.
to it.
Well, I think if you look at the style of it, like the way they do the special effects, because a lot of westernized animations now are taking a lot of what they've seen, I feel, from Japanese animations, because they're stylized in a really like over the top fashion, which you can sort of argue that Arcane at some points were like over the top fashion. Even the way they like the character designs, even though it's completely Western.
Yeah.
But people kind of look at it and go, oh, it's a really good animation. It's anime. That's how I kind of see. That's how people kind of see. Because like you said, you found it in the anime section, didn't you? This thing.
Well,
Whereas
no,
like-
that-
no, I
that
didn't.
was
I just
something
tell something else.
Oh, right. Okay. Fine.
I don't think I can answer this. I can answer this one honestly
I'm gonna-
because anything that I've watched hasn't been from this year.
Yeah.
Because I was catching up on Cowboy Bebop, for example, which came out on Netflix this year, but it's an old anime, so I can't really.
okay.
Was it this
I had
year?
to say Attack on Titan for me anyway.
But I
Season
don't know if that's
4,
even...
part 1.
Okay.
I haven't
Because
watched
it
much
came
anime
out-
this
it came
year,
out this
so
year.
Well, the season,
yeah.
this current season came out this year.
So that's the only anime I've watched that came out this year. So I don't have anything else to judge it based on. Because I don't actually think
I
it
watched
was-
some. Didn't Shaman King come out this year?
But that's not the top. Like, it's
No,
just,
now that's the only benchmark. Because I thought
Yeah.
it's
If that's the only one that you did watch, then you have to put it as that's the one. The best one.
I'll put a bottom tier.
I mean, Attack on
Like, one of the worst.
In terms
Okay, I
of,
have one. Oh, but then is it anime? Oh,
yeah, what is it? Let's see.
Are you gonna say The Witcher as well?
sorry.
Are you gonna say The Witcher as well?
No, I was gonna say Dota. But The Witcher and Dota have the same style.
Yeah.
But they're not anime.
Nah, Dota is not anime.
Yeah, but even The Witcher, I wouldn't.
The Witcher, basically, the Dota, if you look at Dota, it looks like anime. But it's not Japanese made, as I'm aware. It's Western made. But it looks like anime.
Being purists.
But it looks like anime, right? But if we're being purist,
But even like, because I'm trying to think, like something like Avatar would have been the one that we would have.
they would say it's anime too.
But even I look
it's
at
not.
but even when I look at it, it doesn't actually look like anime to me.
It does.
It doesn't have the same tropes that like.
No, it doesn't have the tropes. But if you look at the like when they draw the faces,
even then,
Inspired.
I feel like that's.
inspired. Yeah.
I just feel like that's just how they draw cartoons.
It's not like
back in the
it's
day
not
when
like
you-
Teen Titans was just them literally just doing anime,
Teen Titans was actually quite anime as well.
but it's not anime.
But it's
But
not.
it's
Yeah,
just
but
inspired.
people would look at people.
So would you say that Boondocks is anime?
But
it was a Japanese
I'm
studio.
on your
It is a
side.
Japanese studio,
I'm on
yeah.
your side on this whole thing.
No, I'm just trying to figure out.
But it's just people go. If you want people, I had a conversation with one of my work colleagues a couple of days ago, and he was like, "Oh, Arcane is anime," and I'm like, "It's not."
No.
Yeah, that's
I'm like,
that's
"It's not." He's like, "But it is."
That's a
I'm
bit
like,
of a stretch. It's
that's-
not.
it's-
It
It
doesn't
doesn't
look
look
like it.
like
That's what I'm saying. Because it's like an animated adult cartoon, people just kind of go,
Well, you've
"Oh,
had
it's
that.
anime," but it's
not every
not.
animated
No, like, that's how people are looking at it. They just
Yeah.
see it and they see that style and go, "Oh, it's anime." And it's like it's not.
Yeah.
So, even I think I just have to just to come
have to
out.
pass this one.
My one would probably just be what should I call it, the newest JoJo, because I actually really like it, to be honest. And I haven't watched any other
JoJo is so
anime.
entertaining.
It's so entertaining.
It's so dumb.
It's so dumb, but it's great. The thing is, you kind of end up wanting to watch another episode. Every time you watch an episode, you're like, "What?" And then you have to watch the episode, and you're like, "What? Like, what is going on?" Like, all I do is hearing him watching it in his bedroom when he had COVID. And I can hear him, it's like, "Muna, muna, muna, muna." And all the shit that they yell.
And I'm just like, what the hell am I watching?
Yeah, so I could give Ivan a big one.
I enjoy it though. It's funny as hell.
Yeah. That'll be mine, I think.
I don't know if it's supposed to be a comedy or not. But I'm watching it and I'm
I
laughing.
don't know either. to be honest. I have no idea.
Well, yeah, I had to pass it because I was
You said you said
JoJo.
JoJo. Demi's NA. Tiger is
Say Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan season 4. Yeah, that's probably the best one for me as well. It just says a lot about anime. I just don't think a lot of great anime came out this year.
Yeah.
Oh, they did. We just
I would've said-
don't know about it.
I would have said My Hero Academia, but like,
No, I've looked at the things that have come out from the whole of 21, and I've seen the lists and I've seen the things. No, nothing's come out that's great.
Yeah, but
That I would generally watch. Like,
but how would you know if it might just be one obscure one, but it's
It might be, but we haven't seen it.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
didn't
Because
so things like they've been hyped. Like Record of Ragnarok came out this year.
it was terrible. I didn't even watch
Absolute
it.
trash.
I didn't even think it would be good.
Was that even an anime?
Yasuke
That's an anime.
came out this year,
That's definitely anime.
right?
Yasuke was this year.
Yeah,
Yasuke was this year.
No, it wasn't. It was last year.
Yasuke was last year.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
In fact, it was actually even the year before last.
Remember, I was watching it very closely
It
to.
was actually, I think it was 2 years old.
What is it?
Yeah, because I remember watching it at a New Year's Eve
No,
party.
Yasuke came out this year.
Was it this year?
July 27th, 2021 was the first episode.
Oh no, that must have been someone's birthday.
Wow.
See, because like, even I was like, best anime.
what?
Yep. Look, original run, July 27th, 21.
Okay, I feel like we should add a caveat to this. Okay, so basically, you said anime, right?
I don't know. I don't feel like
Actually,
Yasuke
maybe
came
not.
out this
Oh, I
year.
just showed you. It came out summer
said
summer 21.
Because you know what else came out as well? Castlevania did.
This
That
year.
was- Well, actually, I'm wrong.
the second
But
one.
the last season.
The last
came out
season
this year?
came out this
Wasn't it-
year.
wasn't it
It was
this
this
Yeah,
year.
but that's not anime, though, is it?
It's not. But it was good.
It was an anime. We have to be. Let's be strict to this.
Yasuke was not July, bro.
Trust me, when we get to the
Star
next,
Wars-
And it's
Star
when
Wars
we get to the
Visions.
next category,
Star Wars Visions is an anime.
Yes.
Star Wars Visions is anime.
Yes,
right?
that is anime.
That would be my choice. I'm saying Star Wars Vision because I don't.
You've watched Visions, right?
Yeah, I watched Visions.
Okay, so we've got JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Because I haven't watched anything else.
It comes by default. For me, it just feels like anime this year hasn't been that great.
It actually hasn't been that good.
It hasn't been like, when it was like 2015 or something.
Yeah, when the big
Anime
stuff
was
started
just-
coming. Yeah.
Things was coming out.
Yeah.
JJK was last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it finished this year.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but it came out last year.
I think that basically
started in 2020 but finished in 2020.
we're in that little pit in between releases because this year they're releasing some new stuff, like Chainsaw Man and
That's finished as well.
Chainsaw Man's coming.
well,
The manga.
I don't know.
the manga's
I'm not
finished.
sure if it has because I got to a point and it seemed like more could happen. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's finished, but it seemed like more could happen.
Yeah, okay, so Chainsaw Man's coming out this year. Solo Leveling is rumored to come out this year. Bleach is coming out this year.
What's that thing? Oh, what about that anime with the crystal with the
Platinum End.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still coming out.
Platinum End's coming out. Oh, really?
I think I saw a list and it said the anime that died.
Died. Didn't even start. Okay. But yeah, that's a hard one to pick.
We'll see what happens this year. Anime's been a bit weird, but okay.
Yeah, it's been pretty crappy to be honest.